Good morning, world. Me, Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Look at the markets. They went absolutely bananas yesterday. Oof. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we'll see about that level. Maybe it's all just like going to 0.5. I think it is. I think it's like this. These levels don't exist. It's like just a move to 0.5. But we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Unbelievable. Look at the markets. They're absolutely crazy. It's probably political for the so-called American-Chinese trade war. Yeah. I'm in Ford and Pfizer. It's interesting. So like, I would buy more if it corrects anywhere, ideally to 0.5, but probably even like around here. We'll see about that. Intel popped. Markets are open. Yeah. I'd buy a little more if it comes here, or if it does like a good test somewhere around here. Just a little more. Morocco does its thing. But yeah. Now it needs to change the direction. What I'm looking for anyways. Daily. Ooh, look at this guy. Totally worked yesterday. Unvolumed down, as always. Unvolumed. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. And tap up and down and then gapped. And then it gapped. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I mean, I can also start doing perforated levels. It's kind of counter trend, but that's the place where we assume it changes direction. So yeah, so I don't even know what I'm doing here. Weird stock, weird place. Technically it holds. Yeah. And then test. You could ignore this little so like super technically here's the entry, but it's just too wild. Just too wild. With this volume, yeah, not suicidal. Let's see how it works, but don't have much trust in it. All state XLU AFL. Yeah, that was an entry. Volume is alarming though, because how come the volume on a manipulation signal is bigger than all the volumes of the trend? Yeah, suspicious. Why do I have all these stocks? Anyone knows? First one here. And here. Shebang. Oh, the shebang. No. I don't think so. Wow. People don't eat ketchup anymore. It's my understanding. It's a balance now. It's a counter trend balance. This all is such a mess. This all is such a mess. That was close. 2.5. This thing. Unvolumed. And it's such a mess. It's so tight. I don't know. I'm trying to do here. Just went in and out. American markets hardly ever give a good entry point. Very volatile. You see, that was an up thrust and then it didn't go. This is for short. And that wasn't even the level anymore. So the level is now here. Technically, that's a sign of strength. This is too, but it's too far above the 0.5 correction. Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, just doesn't make any sense. Only I've seen like this. That's the wrong place on monthly too. Yeah. This 0.5 comes from here, yeah. So anywho, I'm in my trades. I still have a little bit of and you guys know I don't trade on margin only. Use my own cash. And I'm now in the trades. Ooh, MasterCard. Boom. Isn't it crazy? This market is crazy. So it's actually good for short. Microsoft. Unbelievable. Unvolumed. I feel like for American market I'll have to change my rules. And T2 manipulation does not have to be unvolumed. That does not have to be volumed. because it's very often is not. And it didn't go. That was a 19.5. That didn't go. .5 volume. You don't even need a test. And then it doesn't go. Boom. Too bad, too sad. Yeah. That would have been a stop. I would have break us even back. Not quite yet. No. Because wrong place on monthly. Not a good place on monthly. But yeah, no. That would have been legitimate stuff. Sad story. Camcast. Everything revived. Everything revived. Okay. Look at this madness. Just crazy. This thing popped. Counter trend. Yeah, it actually. It actually gives us not. Is it a thing to say gives us not? But yeah, it's in this wide corridor right now. I don't know how to work with it. Look, it's one bar reversal. It's technically a 2-bar spring. That would need a test. That was an entry. Oh, but we are counter trend on monthly. We're in a balance though. So believe me or not, but that was an entry. Like this. One bar reversal is such a rare event though. I wouldn't buy into it for sure. I wouldn't buy into it for sure. What a mess. Okay, I gotta go. And it went down as it should. Here this was an entry, but counter trend, but yeah, in the monthly level. So I don't trade short, but that was a setup. A little bit below the daily range. Yeah, that's how this would look like. But look what's going on here on monthly. You see? Don't think in my good conscience I would make such a trade. Ooh, look at this. Trade number one. That was too far from 0.5, so that one would be scary. That one I wouldn't be taking probably. Too far from 0.5. But look how beautifully this works. Boom. That would need a test, and that would not give me a test. But that's 0.5. Look how beautifully it worked out. You're in 0.5 right now. That's a test. That's a test. Of course it would. Change the whole thing. Changes direction here. Twist and curls a little bit. Now, yeah. Yes, so that was the last one. And that is the level. add some more after the test is complete. On monthly, most likely, because on hourly, it can also make a test here. We'll see. But we'll definitely add some more if it does, like when it completes a test. This was sweet. Didn't give it a test. We'll see if this trade works out. It's not a real trade, I didn't set it up. Probably wouldn't because it's below the daily level. But if even it goes here, manipulates it. No, it's not bad for a trade. Weak test, entry. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go meditate. Trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in communities of like-minded people.